ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Again, it's Barkley. And he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Looking to throw. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. And this is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
He'll return it from the 6. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bucks are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here, motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
In a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing, Mayfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Here's Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Mayfield now from the 50. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now back to the ground game with White. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. They work now on 2nd and 9. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
White. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Hey, alert 33. What?
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And fights, and he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10. Running left, it's Barkley. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucks 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a...
Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley. 30 yards. And the Eagles have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Elliott now to add the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Opting to run again here with White. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
What's that?
They go play action. Mayfield. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Julian Okwara, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Now he's loose again. Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And he loses the football a 2nd time. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where ball gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucks strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. McLaughlin for the extra point. The rain making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give them the lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucks. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Yeah, this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for 2, unsuccessful. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Up the middle with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now back to throw. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Eagles. C.J. Uzomah, 46 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Palmer going to go in motion left. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Mayfield. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles.
44. Buccaneers 37. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. Finds White. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here's Baker. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Mayfield. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Here we go, 1st and goal. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Here we go now as we get set for a big... Mayfield going to switch things up here.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. What's that?
And someone a little too eager to block this extra point. Henceforth the flag. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So a big play coming now for the Bucks as they'll go for 2.
The Bucks will set up for the 2-point conversion.
What's that? Up, up. Hurry! What's that?
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucks may have moved. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. His throw incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, You've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
63.
Back to throw here. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Here comes 2nd down and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Now a first throw here in overtime. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hurts. And that is is incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on fourth down. They'll set up a throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 18 yards on the pickup there. And the Eagles are going to have a first down. A handoff to Barkley. There he goes again. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for the Eagles, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bucks, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.